Yeah, not being at work's definitely been a change, but I've also loved it at the same time because I've got a little baby to take care of.
Yes.
So, and she makes you so happy and, you know, makes you laugh and makes you cry as well.
Yeah.
So all the emotions.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to episode 3 of the Organically Uncut. Today we have a celebrity guest, our first guest on the Organically Cut podcast. Someone a lot of you will be familiar with, Claudia. She's one of our originals in the organic ministry team, and Claudia has been on maternity leave for the last 9 months. So she hasn't been around for everybody to see her, but she has been missed and spoken about a lot, and a lot of people are asking questions. So Claudia, do you want to introduce yourself and how long you've been with us and how you came to be at Organic Ministry?
Yeah, so I'm Claudia. I've been here for, well, I would say 10 years.
Yeah.
So 2014,
Yes.
2014 I think I started. So yeah, I would definitely say I'm the OG.
You are.
Been here for the longest.
Yeah, one of them.
A lot of phases of life
Yes.
through being here. So yeah, I've definitely grown up at Organic Ministry.
Yes.
That's for sure.
Yeah, there's been a lot since you started with us that's changed for you now, from coming from school and then buying a house and now having a baby, which is what I would like to talk about today, is Aria and you being a mum, because it's such a big transition in life and there's so many emotions. So do you want to tell us about Aria to start with?
So Aria was born the 9th of the 11th, 2024. So she's 9 months old. She's a little rascal.
She's adorable.
But she's so cute and I love her so much. She's definitely changed our lives for sure.
So tell us about what that looks like.
Well, me not working, I think it's probably been the biggest thing, because I've come from, you know, just crazy, just work and home stuff. So yeah, not being at work's definitely been a change, but I've also loved it at the same time because I've got a little baby to take care of.
Yes.
So, and she makes you so happy and, you know, makes you laugh and makes you cry as well. So all the emotions. So yeah, it's definitely, it changes everyone's life, I think. Yeah.
So for those people who don't know a lot about necessarily your work life before Aria, how many hours were you working a week? What did that look like for you? You know, Monday to Saturdays, what were your days off and your hours? How many late nights? Like just so they can kind of get a scope and a picture of what you were doing before you turned into this new role of being an amazing mum.
So I would have, it's hard to even remember now because that mum brain is like, it only remembers the mum things.
Interesting. We'll come back and talk about that,
What days
Claudia.
did I have off, Sarah?
You always had Mondays.
I had Mondays and Tuesdays off, that's right. So I worked Wednesday to Saturday. Previous to having a baby, I worked probably 34 hours a week. For a little while.
That's right.
Then prior to that, I was working a lot more. We kind of cut things
40.
back as I was kind of getting a bit burnt out and needed a bit more time off.
Yeah,
so
absolutely. And that was before Aria, and that was before you were pregnant, because it's a demanding industry and, you know, organic ministry culture is, you know, about balance and home and work. Yeah. So
taking care of yourself as well, because you
really
can't
good.
Be the best version of yourself for anyone.
Right. Correct.
If you don't take care of yourself.
And how do you take care of yourself now being a mum? Because obviously primarily, are you feeding Aria?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you're still breastfeeding and
partially breastfeeding. At the moment I don't really breastfeed a lot, only if she wakes up during the night. But yeah, I kind of stopped exclusive breastfeeding from 5.5 months.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Well done.
So because it did get really tricky. A lot of mums, as you would know, you know, they get fussy and distracted, and then you got to pump and make bottles anyway. Yes. So a lot of learning in the sense that I didn't know what to do. So I'm just trying to do as much as I can. So she still has my milk. Yeah. Basically. So that's pumping. but substituting formula as well.
Yeah. So you've only just started doing that, yeah?
From 5.5, 6 months, I started doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So about 3.5, 4 months ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I felt like I wasn't making enough milk and
So you were concerned for her and that kind of led to that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Along with probably being bitten a couple of times,
And
correct me if I'm wrong.
yeah, that's right. Once she got her 2 little teeth.
Those little teeth.
That's lovely. Yeah, I'm like, no, I'm not doing this all the time anymore.
No, that's amazing. So if you're still pumping, that's a huge commitment.
Mm.
So the whole possibility of, you're coming to the end of the maternity leave and the 12-month period.
Yeah.
That's a huge factor for you.
Yeah.
To go, when am I going to do this?
Yeah.
Because I can't return to work full time. So transitioning in, what part of the day is going to be better for me? These are all things that as a mum you think about going, where could I even fit this in?
Yeah.
Is it a priority? How is this going to work? What's going to happen with Aria? How are you feeling about all of those things?
It's really tricky to, like you said, figure it out. Like, where am I going to fit that in? I probably won't be able to pump and do all of that stuff that I'm doing at home because I do try 2 or 3 times a day. So every time she wakes up, I'm feeding her a bottle and pumping.
Yeah.
So it's like trying to juggle, as many things, and then you got to sterilize them, clean them, and get them ready for the next time, and make all the bottles. So it's definitely it's a juggle.
And it's not something you'd want to give up. Like, that's something you want to continue to do.
Yeah, I want to try if I can.
Absolutely.
But then the thought in your mind is like, well, I'm going to have to stop at some point. How do you do that?
And how do you feel about that? What's that whole thought process?
When I started pumping and not breastfeeding, I felt guilty. Like, instantly, even though she's still having my milk, she's not having 100% of it.
Yeah, wow.
So, and even Steph, our lovely manager, when I spoke to her the other day, she said, just not having that saliva to nipple contact.
Yes.
Your hormones would totally change.
Absolutely.
And like, I went through a whole thing where I was depressed.
Wow.
Like crazy, because I felt guilty.
Yeah.
Like, and trying to figure it out at the same time was like, it was crazy. Yeah.
How did you navigate that space? Like, how did you get through that?
Just mind over matter.
Yeah, okay. So mentally, you were just reassuring yourself, like, I'm a good mum. She's still getting my milk. I'm doing the best I can. Yeah. That's so good because you're an amazing mum.
Thank you. Because if you don't have that, then you'd probably go off the rails, I think.
Oh, I think it's very easy. Yeah. And the pressure from society, has that been a big thing for you from social media? Do you stay off of it? Has it helped you?
No, it's helped me. Okay. I mean, you do have the bad things that you go, oh, should I be doing this? Or look at them, they're doing that, how, but I think there's a lot of stuff out there where they are reassuring that you are doing your best, and you're a good mum, and
I love
if
that.
you have to formula feed, it's okay. Like,
it is.
Your baby's getting fed.
That's right.
That's the main thing.
Yes.
So
that's great.
Yeah.
But I love that you've made that decision and made other sacrifices to make all of that happen, because it's hard, because so much else going on, and sleep deprivation and exhaustion and all those things, and it's navigating a new space every day, really.
Yeah, figuring it all out is, like, for the first time, it's insanely hard.
Yeah. And how do you fit yourself into this? Because you've always been like a full face of makeup and this amazing hair, and how's your self-care and your wellness amongst
believe it or not, this is the first time I've put makeup on.
Well done,
and done my hair and got dressed up in
love
9 months.
Well done.
So I honestly haven't had time for me.
Yes.
So,
but it doesn't matter at the same time that it's not to that extent that you did previously.
Yeah.
What do you do? Like, just having a shower, is that kind of now I've had a shower today, this is amazing, I've achieved that? Or there's got to be those little benchmarks through your day. What do you celebrate?
Generally it is getting to the end of the day and her being in bed and asleep, and I can have a shower and have dinner, and I still do my pump.
That's great.
So I get my pump done, still got to do that. But and then just being able to watch something on TV and just relax for a little while.
Yeah. So you just switch off, have your shower, and then that's your like your wellness, your time.
Yeah.
And do you get to spend that time with Corey, or is it something you do on your own?
No, then we have a couple hours to ourselves then.
I love that.
And, because I think that's important to still have that connection.
Yeah.
for sure. Otherwise,
good.
I think that's where people get disconnected, don't they?
Yeah, and it can
then
be quite
kids
isolating.
can separate. Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah,
Because obviously as a new baby, they want their mums. Normally is the primary caregiver. And to
she's
have
definitely like that.
Corey at work and then coming home, yes, he can help and everything else, but the baby still kind of wants you. Where does he fit into your world now, I suppose, like as a partner?
Yeah, well, he helps so much.
Yeah.
Like, he helps as much as he can because, like you said, she just wants me.
Yeah.
Most of the time. Like, she loves her dad and she's so happy when he gets home.
Yeah.
And she's all smiley. But then if I'm gone for a minute and she come back and she sees me, it's like, Mom, you know what I mean? So she still loves her dad and she loves being with him, but I'm her primary
That's
connection and what's the word? Like, I give her the things that she needs, like the milk and all that. So that's the bond.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love it. You're her survival, really.
Yeah, I'm her safe place as well. Because Corey's at home, at work, all day.
Yes.
So I'm her constant.
Yes,
you are. Constant, yeah.
And it's definitely at that young age is very evident. Do you find that you've got any advice for somebody who might be, expecting a baby or going through this and, feeling like overwhelmed and the mum guilt? Is there anything that comes to mind?
I mean, there's lots of things, but just trust your instincts, I guess, because your mum gut will tell you whether something's right or whether something's wrong. I mean, probably 4 or 5 months in, I struggled and I downloaded a program which helped me with her sleeping. Right. Because when she hit sleep regression, that was hard. Yes. And that's when I was changing from breast as well to bottles and stuff like that. Wow. So all at once was very overwhelming. So just getting on top of her sleep so that she's not crying all the time changed everything.
That's so good.
Like, because she was fighting me for her sleeps, like every nap. Like, it was just a crying, before, and then, trying to figure out her wake windows. Because if you don't get them right, that's when they fight you. Yes. For sleep.
Great advice.
So getting that stuff right, because Google, like, it's very vague. Very vague. They don't tell you specific things on how much, sleep they should be getting during the day. Because if they get too much day sleep, they don't sleep for, if you want them to sleep 12 hours at night, they only need 2.5 hours, for example, at her age right now, during the day.
Yeah, okay.
Otherwise, if she has 5 hours of sleep during the day, she will only sleep for 8 hours at night or whatever. Wow.
And this app helps you work all of that out.
Yeah, it gives you a breakdown of everything.
Through their different stages. So if someone had a newborn compared to a 1-year-old, it would,
and it
so
leads
we might
you up
put that
to
in the link. Yeah.
It leads you to 3 years of age, I think. Which is until they don't need naps.
Yes.
Is that right? I'm not sure.
Some of them transition out.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So they transition to dropping certain naps as they get older, and then their naps get smaller, and their awake windows get bigger, so they can stay awake longer. So that helps, because I don't know how mums figure it all out.
Well, that's the thing. Normally it was
them
winging it, or grandparents or community.
Yeah.
But knowing that and having that, it almost gives you an insight to go, okay, and correct me if I'm wrong, but, when you're this old, then I'm going to have this much more time to do these things. And that would also be a really helpful tool to help mums transitioning or dads back into the workforce.
Yes.
Good go, well, I don't really know what is going to happen at 6 months, but if it's anything like it is in, doing every 2-hour feeds from newborn, I'm not going back then. But obviously
I don't have time.
That's right. Whereas now experiencing it, it changes. But for someone new who hasn't, and going back to work and going, oh my gosh, I've got to have all this sorted out in a year, is completely overwhelming.
Crazy.
So this app's actually a really good tool for you to be able to create plans and work out how that could work in with your life.
Yeah, or even just having someone look after her, and you can just give them that schedule and go, this is when she needs to nap.
That's so good.
So she doesn't get overtired.
Yes.
And I come home to a cranky baby because she hasn't slept.
Yes.
So, and they can just follow that that schedule and feed her at the right times.
That's
and
brilliant.
you know,
So you had a really
bedtime.
big moment today. Obviously a couple actually, because you put on a full face of makeup and got dressed.
Yeah.
But before you came in, we were talking about Aria isn't with Claudia today, and we were going to do a cameo of an appearance of Aria. But Claudia made a really big decision to actually leave Claudia home with a babysitter for the first time. Do you want to talk about that?
I just thought she's 9 months, so she's very, very fidgety, very loud, wants to be moved. She's crawling and moving around now. So it was going to be impossible to just have her sit here and let me talk with Sarah. So I was like, I think it's the time to leave her at home. So she's with her dad and her nana, and she will be perfectly fine.
I love that you said that.
Yeah, but I was very nervous. Yes. I was like, butterflies on the way here. Like, I even called Corey in the car out the front, like
when you arrived,
because she was asleep.
Yes.
So she wasn't there when I woke up. And I was just, how'd she go waking up? Yeah, all good. She's just banging her drumsticks, like
just like she would if you were there.
Screaming, just like Corey's
so
like
good.
It's like we're family or something, you know.
I love it.
So it was a big, but I feel good.
That's huge.
I feel good, yeah.
That's huge.
And I think the more I do it, the easier it'll get. Just to know that she's okay.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
My fear is her getting upset and me not being there to calm her down.
Yes.
That's my only fear,
which
really.
is most parents' fear.
It's that guilt of
not being there.
To cry, not being there.
That's it. Yeah. In general, it is literally just from not being there. So,
always,
it's been so nice having you in and having a
Thank
chat
you.
about a topic that I think so many of us,
go through.
Yes, as parents.
Mums,
and that experience of the guilt and coming back to work. Would love to have you back to talk about more as you transition back 100%. In, because Claudia will be coming back. I know that's what everybody's waiting to hear. She will be coming back, but we just don't know when or what that's going to look like at this stage, because it's obviously dependent on you and Aria. So, I just think we should talk more about this topic. Because it's something that, our clients that know you and everyone's experiencing or knows someone that obviously is or has. Yeah. So, I think we should do this again. Your thoughts?
100%. Yeah. It's been lovely. Thank you for having me as the first guest. And I could talk about this forever. Yeah. Like, there's so much stuff to talk about. There is. So happy to come back.
I love it. This is awesome. You can be like our family expert.
I'd like to say I'm expert, but far from it.
Well, you're the only person with a very young person in the salon at the moment. So Sarah and Abby are about to have babies, but they haven't yet. So you hold the cards for the youngest one at the moment.
And I'll be going to them to see how they juggle two babies.
That's right. Two babies. That changes everything again. Yeah. So thank you so much. And we will put the app that Claudia referred to in the bottom.
It's called Little Ones.
Little Ones.
Yeah.
And then, leave us some comments and say hi to Claudia if you like. Thanks so much, and we'll see you again. Love you. Bye. Bye.